Great. I can see that there are more trickling through. So yeah, do talk in the chat box and introduce yourselves. My name is Alice Roche. I'm the COO at Charity Digital. I'll be your host for today's session. I'll introduce my colleagues with me. So if I pass over to Laura.
Hi, I'm Laura. I'm a content writer at Charity Digital. So yeah, I look after some of our content, and it's always fun to do these intros to Charity Digital. So yeah, I'll hand over to Joel.
Thank you, Laura. Hi, everyone. Yeah, my name's Joel. I'm the Programs Manager here at Charity Digital. I do a lot of different things, but the stuff of interest is obviously helping in sort of scenarios like today and provide consultations, look after some of our larger programs, and even help on frontline support as well. So you'll find me on there as well. I'll pass over to James.
Hi, I'm James. I'm the e-commerce manager here at Charities Digital. I'm more on background support today, so I'll be chatting in the chat and making sure that your questions are answered. And I will pass on to Liz.
Thank you very much, James. Hello, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Carter, and I am the email marketing manager here at Charity Digital. And I'll be explaining a little bit later on a little bit more about our product for non-for-profits, which is .digital. Thank you.
Great, thank you all. And we've had some introductions in the chat, so thank you so much. Some really important missions there as well. So lovely to welcome you today. So in this focus group, we are just going to give an oversight of everything Charity Digital, the benefits of joining, bit more about who we are, so from saving up to 95% on your software or to taking advantage of our educational webinars, podcasts and articles. Before we begin, I just want to remind you that the webinar is recorded. So the recording with captions, slides and supporting resources will be made available to you in the coming days. So do keep an eye on your emails. If you have a question, then please do just put it in the chat box and we'll then come to them at the end of the presentation. Presentation's quite short, just introducing who we are, how we can help support your charities. But it's very informal, so please do chat in the chat box. And then once the session ends, you will be prompted to feedback and let us know what you thought of the session. We really welcome that feedback, good and bad, because it really helps us shape our services and our offerings to the charity sector. So without further ado, I will start with today's tour of Charity Digital. So we are actually a charity ourselves. A lot of people don't know that, apparently. When we did some user research about a year ago, we found out that the market didn't know that, so they thought we were a private company. But we are a registered UK charity, and we have two kind of primary charitable aims. That is to help other charities increase their impact by being more digital. We do that through providing access to discounted and donated tech. And we also do that by publishing content, so articles, podcasts, webinars, and events that educate the charity sector. So to date, I'm very proud to say that we have helped over 1 million charity professionals learn about digital transformation through our content website, so through the brilliant work of our colleagues such as Laura. And we have also helped over 77,000 charities save in excess of 284 million in their tech investments. So yeah, that's kind of the two parts of the Charity Digital business model. You may know us from the software, you may know us from the content, but yeah, that's who we are. And then a final slide from me. I put together some reviews that actual real life charities have left on our Trustpilot. It's really, really nice to see the impact that our services can have on the charity sector. You know, we help charities do the really important work that they're doing, so we play a very small part in that. So yeah, I won't spend too long on this slide, but I will, I think James is going to paste the Trustpilot link so that you can continue reading, and perhaps there'll be a charity that is similar to one you work for and you'll see what we did to help them. So that's really a whistle-stop tour of who we are. So yeah, a registered charity that helps other charities do their really important work through offering the discounted and donated tech, or through putting on events, articles, webinars, etc., many of which are free. So I will now pass over to my colleague Laura, who's going to run through our content.
Hello. So at Charities Digital, we aim to be a source of useful, relevant and trusted information on the use of digital in the UK charity sector. So our mission is to help every charity grow their impact through digital technology. As such, our content has 4 aims: to inspire, inform, empower, and to connect charities with experts, partners, and resources to help them go further. Our content currently comes in many formats. So we've got webinars, articles, podcasts, videos, and events. Next slide, please, if we could start with our podcast. So we publish a new episode regularly every other month. You can listen on our website, on Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts and more. They tend to be a conversational exploration of different topics affecting the charity sector. So many of our episodes feature Charity Digital's very own employees. We research the topic heavily and try to answer the talking points around it. So we've done episodes on the cost of living crisis, climate change, artificial intelligence, and much more. Occasionally, we also have external speakers join our podcasts, featuring experts from across the charity sector. We recently released an episode talking to charities about digital inclusion and how we can support it. And I really recommend listening to it. It's really insightful. And yeah, next slide, please. So webinars. We also regularly run webinars, usually about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Thursday, unless otherwise stated. Each webinar lasts an hour, including time for Q&A, and yeah, just to find out, give you more information on the topics. So the aim of our webinars is to share expertise, so each attendee comes away with valuable knowledge, whether that's on digital trends or how to create a great supporter journey. You can view upcoming webinars on the events tab on our website, and we also have one coming up next week on digital finance management. And all our webinars will be moved to the on-demand webinar section on our website, so that you can find the full recordings of the sessions and slides and resources, so you can catch up and learn something new at your own convenience. Next slide. Articles. So we publish fresh written content on our website every weekday on everything from social media trends to a complete guide to live stream fundraising. We have a lot of how-tos, including running fundraising lotteries, marketing fundraising events, testing donor journeys, and they're all intended to help charities center digital in their decision-making and make the most of technology. We also work with sponsors and tech partners to deliver content on the latest digital solutions and tools available. So that might be looking into a specific donation platform or identifying cybersecurity essentials. Many of the products featured are available to purchase on the Charity Digital Exchange, which Joel will talk about later, so you can understand how they work in action. When you register with us, you can access all our content unlimited. We also have videos which tie in with our articles, including our Charity Digital Snapshot series, which sums up the key points you need to know about specific subjects such as technology and the climate crisis. And you can find all of that on our YouTube channel. You can also comment on our articles if you find them helpful, or ask questions there if you'd like us to elaborate. We monitor the comments, and that can inform our content and what we publish next. We want to help charities with the digital issues that we all face, as well as talk about trends in the charity sector more widely. Yes, the next bit, we're talking about the Digital Inclusion Hub. So in 2023, we launched our Climate Action Hub in order to empower charities to take the lead in becoming more environmentally friendly. Following the success of this campaign, which is still ongoing, we have launched a new campaign for 2024 aimed at supporting digital inclusion in the charity sector. Digital is essential for many people to have their basic needs met, connect with others and achieve their goals, but an estimated 1 in 7 people in the UK cannot interact with the online world fully when, where and how they need. So our Digital Inclusion Hub is here to help charities reach across that digital divide. We have a lot of content, all of which is free, highlighting digital inclusion resources, exploring how to make technology accessible, and featuring interviews with charities who are tackling digital exclusion themselves. Next slide. We're on events. Sorry, this is a whistle-stop tour. We run lots of events, such as our upcoming Charity Digital Workshop series, which is themed this year around how to digitally transform and thrive in 2024. These in-person workshops provide skills building exercises, case studies, practical advice, expert guidance, and much more around 4 key themes: fundraising, marketing, strategy and leadership, and artificial intelligence. We also host online workshops, which are our most interactive events, with breakout rooms and rooms for discussion on topics as varied as financial literacy and running a cybersecurity exercise with your teams. Most of the time, these events are free to attend, with the exception of our in-person workshop series, and all have content that you can take away with you afterwards. You can keep up to date with what's coming up by checking back on the events page on our website. And the easiest way to stay up to date with all of our content is to register and sign up for our newsletters. You can do this when you register or at any time afterwards by going to your account on our website. You can follow us on LinkedIn and sign up there for our monthly Charity Digital Digest, so you'll never miss a thing. And yeah, that's all of content done. I'll now pass on to Joel, who'll take you through the Charity Digital Exchange. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. Yeah, whistle stop, bang, done. Thank you. So yeah, so Charity Digital has been providing UK charities with access to donated and discounted offers, validation services, and access to training for over 16 years now. Now, many of you would have actually seen Charity Digital Exchange in the past, may have come across us to use validation services such as Google back in the day, perhaps using it for Slack or Meta for Workplace. So it's very likely that you come across us in the past to be able to go on to do something else. But today I wanted to briefly point out a few of the sections of the Charity Digital Exchange website that could be useful to your organisation. So this will be what the main page looks like, just a very simple sort of snapshot of it, but there's a lot more going on when you actually visit the page itself. So along the top of the page, you can see a few options, which I'll briefly go over. So catalogue, pretty much self-explanatory, but this is where you can view our donated and discounted offers. And we'll come back to this in a few moments as well, just have a brief overview of that as well. The next section is called donors. So charitable status alone does not guarantee eligibility to access our partner offers. They each have their own individual eligibility criteria, which could be based on your charitable activities, your organisation's income, or even perhaps the quantity of products or licenses that you're looking to purchase. The donors drop down is a really useful way of checking what the donor's individual eligibility criteria is, as well as other information about donor and product itself. So there's another one there called Grow Your Skills. Now you can click on this tab to check out some of our upcoming events, such as our upcoming webinars as well, and links you back to the Charity Digital content site. You can also view our past events, such as our ever popular Digital Fundraising Summit as well. You can also look at various courses provided by our partners at TechSoup. You can find a huge range of courses, such as using Microsoft software to fundraising and marketing strategies. Courses start from as low as sometimes €1 or €10. So do ensure to take advantage to educate yourself and your team. And I find just the help section there on this drop down is particularly useful for looking at help from our validation partners, as well as providing useful information such as delivery times for when you make a purchase. So we are here to help. At the start of this year, we successfully launched live chat, which you may have, some of you may have used already. This tool has been revolutionary for Charity Digital, allowing us to assist more of our users at a quicker pace. We can assist you with questions you have about software, cybersecurity, discount solutions available to you, and free resources available to your organisation. If live chat isn't for you, you can still contact us via the traditional methods, via email, or give us a call. You even have the option of arranging a 15-minute consultation with me, and if you want a closer sort of review of the products we provide and how we can help your charity. We also do provide IT services to small charities. We can help them get set up in the cloud with either Microsoft 365 or Google Workspace. You can migrate your data over to the cloud and also manage your cloud service, such as managing your users, your access to important files and security. Our head of IT can also arrange training too. That's something that's happened a little more recently. So I briefly mentioned earlier the product catalog section. Clicking on it will take you to a page like this. From here, you can do filtered searches of our products by searching via the donor or partner or the type of software you're after. We do work with a wide range of organizations such as Adobe, Microsoft, Avast, Zoom, and many, many more. And we also provide discounts on hardware too, so offers from Dell, EtaQuest recently, and also Cisco. There's huge savings to be made. Now on this particular slide, you'll see offers from partners such as Microsoft, Adobe, Avast, Autodesk, and many more. But on this slide in particular, as I said, you'll see one of our popular products listed here, which called the Charity Digital .digital icon there. So with that said there, I'll now pass on to my lovely colleague Elizabeth to go for more.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Joel. Yes, .digital. We have been partnered and working with .digital for coming up to 17 years. So quite a long time now. And what we do is we offer this product to charities, not just charities, but also non-for-profits and also organisations that are working with charities as well. We've got lots of NHS trusts, hospices, girl guiding, Scouts, literally loads of different types, a variety of organisations that are using the .digital product through ourselves. The next slide, please, John. Thank you. So I just wanted to very briefly mention some of the features. These are the main features. If you would like to find out more, then you can get in touch with me. We have a great ABC testing with .digital. And you can do your subject title, you can do your content. We've got dynamic content you can use there. We've got a great automation tool, so you could take your email recipients on journeys. So that could be just a very simple journey, or you could take them through very complicated ones for those fundraising events, for those special memberships, or those dates that you need to remember. Personalization is a fantastic tool as well to keep people targeted, and you can do that via your subject title or in your content as well. And this segmentation tool is a very good feature as well. You can have the geo mapping there, and you can see where your contacts are based, and you can filter people through to be more engaged. And also, as you can expect, all of the campaigns are responsive, and you can do lots of things with the features there to make it look good on your mobile devices. The next slide, please, Joel. So the good thing about .digital is it's an open source platform, so you can set up any API with them. .digital do also have lots of integrations, ranging from Donify to Beacon to WordPress to all sorts of things there. And yeah, I can show you, if you're interested, a list of the integrations that they do have. But the good thing is that you can do any integration that you wish if you have the knowledge at your end also. Next slide, please, John. So support. Lots of people do come over actually from the MailChimps of this world, and they're really happy with the support we give them. Because it's personalized and it's customized and it's according to what you want and your requirements. So we've got a couple of packages. We've got a freebie one or a light one or a pro one. And also our pricing is based on annual allowances. So you buy up an allowance, you send as when you wish, and you're not tied into any monthly sort of levels there or tiers. Also, we don't charge for uploading your contacts and storing them. Next slide, please, John. So yeah, if you'd like a demo, contact me. I can also do a walkthrough of the main features for you, what you would like to see. And that is the email address that you can use to get in touch with our support team. And I will pass back to Alice.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of that information. Just a reminder to submit any questions you have now. That was a lot of information to absorb. So we'll go to our first question that we had, which was from Alison Duffy, to say, do you offer a free template for a data protection policy? So I'm wondering if that is something, do you know if we offer that, Joel or Laura?
I would say, I mean, it wouldn't be directly for ourselves, but maybe a good starting point would be our friends at the NCSE. They would be a good starting point for anything related to that. I mean, they're great for cybersecurity types of things, obviously, but they might be a good starting point, I would say, for any templates for data protection for sure.
Yeah, we also have we do have a big guide to GDPR, but we also have worked with the Heritage Digital Alliance to provide similar information for heritage organisations, which will apply. Well, it applies to us all, right? So I can post the links to those as well in the chat, and hopefully they'll be helpful.
Great, thank you both. That's brilliant. And then we had another, which is, can you elaborate a little more on the IT services that you provide?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, as mentioned, in terms of the IT services, it's if you're looking to move to the cloud for all your sort of emails, that type of thing. So we can move you over to Microsoft 365 or Google as well. So if you're currently working on perhaps desktop, and you know you're a small charity and you want to work, move to the cloud, store your documents in the cloud, allowing you to work remotely across different devices. We can help you move across to that. Also help you set up with things like your domain as well, so your own email domain rather than using john@gmail.com. You can actually have your charity email. We can help you get the domain and then put it in Microsoft or Google for you, which is actually a little bit more tricky than you'd hope it would be. So we can certainly help you out with that. In terms of once you've got the mail set up as well, we can also create your users. If there's a fair few of you, and assign each of the licenses over so each of your users can get working. And on the side of that as well, you can sort of like set up like aliases for you and sort of any auto emails and that type of thing for you too. I mentioned as well, we've done a little bit of training recently as well. We do provide the managed service option as well as migration. So we do provide a service with ongoing support where you receive a phone call. You get access to a phone call per month, which for support, and it does roll over for about, I think it's up to 3 months, maybe 6 months actually, where if you don't use it, then you don't lose that support call. It does roll over up to a certain point, so that can be used for if you need certain work done, or like I said, with training as well. Our head of IT can can go through a training session for you as well, and set up various things like set up a SharePoint site if you're on Microsoft 365. I guess the best point about it really is it's quite ad hoc. So we do we don't just have a straight service. This is what we specifically provide. We do, like .digital and the service Elizabeth and the team provides. We are quite organic, and it's quite a personal service as well. So we try to create a service that's based specifically on your needs as a charity there. Yeah, you can book a call with our head of IT to discuss your needs.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Joel. And just looking through, so you mentioned you have discounts for Autodesk. Which packages do you have available?
Yeah, so we have 5 available. So we have the extremely popular AutoCAD, real big, really popular so it's meant to be buy year in, year out, just because the discount is so great for charities compared to purchasing it commercially. Followed by the Autodesk Fusion 360 is the other popular one, and then the other 3 are your architecture, engineering, construction collection, another popular one, and then you've got some others as well, like product design collection and media and entertainment collection there. So 5 different offers for Autodesk available, and then the discount is huge for charities if that's something that you use for your work.
Great, thank you, Joel. And I've had a question through, are the consultations for IT services and mail free?
Yes.
Yes, they are. I don't know why I paused. Yes, they certainly are. Every consultation we offer, product related, IT related, are completely free. So you can book 15 minutes with Joel, who is our in-house expert on everything all of the products in our catalogue and other tech as well that your charity may need that we don't provide ourselves. And then, yes, if you would like to speak with Liz in regards to the email marketing platform.digital, then that is also free. Excellent. And we've had, do you have any discounts for Microsoft E3 or E5? Is there a minimum order limit for seats?
So yes, we do provide the standard non-profit rate for E3 and E5. Obviously, I'm sure you're aware that E3 and E5 are more of the higher end licenses, and in the commercial world, they certainly cost a lot of money. And even with the large discount that Microsoft provide, it can still be a bit hefty. So our discount matches the one that you get as a non-profit rate with Microsoft. We don't provide any sort of restriction on minimum purchase. So if you just need the one E5 or a couple of E3s, then that's no problem. You don't have to have a minimum purchase with us for those. So yeah, we certainly do provide the existing charitable discount for E3 and E5 licenses.
Great, thank you, Joel. And I'm just looking through the rest. We want to purchase Microsoft Office to use for our members at our community centre, but the packages I found are expensive and more than I thought would be available for a charity. Is there a different path I can go to get a discount for Microsoft Office?
Absolutely. So note there that you said community centre. So I imagine there's a very large chance that the devices that you're looking to install on will be used by perhaps members of the public or non-staff. So perhaps they're just devices that are being used at your community centre, perhaps for training, job procurement, something like that. So there is actually a license specifically designed for that, which is the Computer Lab range. So just a very brief bit of history that Microsoft decided to change the way that they wanted to help the nonprofit sector with their licensing just over 2 years ago now. So they removed a lot of their highly discounted on-premise products, and by on-premise I mean licenses you install specifically on a machine. But they did create a new range which for organizations such as community centers that have devices which are used by members of the public for training or job procurement or something like that. There are still some low-cost licensing options for that. You can get Office Standard Computer Labs license for about £30 plus VAT, which is that's a massive discount compared to the standard Office, the usual Office Standard for staff, which I think is about £113 plus VAT at the moment, maybe a little bit more. I haven't checked the price in a while, but yeah, it's massive compared to that. Obviously, you do have the option of going to the cloud as well. That seems to be where most of the highly discounted stuff is there now. But as you said, you're in a community centre. The pattern I see with working with so many community centre-based organisations across my nearly 7 years here is that they tend to want those devices not to be cloud-based, and they just want a license that lives on the device itself. So if you check out our Computer Lab range, you'll get some massive discounts for just an Office Standard license, or even like your Windows Pro as well, which is really important. So yeah, take a look at that for sure.
Thank you, Joel. And I'll give you a breather because you've been speaking non-stop. So we've had one through.
Sorry, I just remembered something really useful before. If you are a community centre, so very soon, towards the end of the month, we'll be having a group consultation specifically for community centres or organisations that provide education in-house externally, and the topic will be about cybersecurity as well. So there'll be an event coming up on our website soon about that. Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
No, do. Okay, I'm interested in an upcoming webinar, but I can't attend at the time. Will the recording be available afterwards? I'll pass over to Laura.
Yeah, it will. If you sign up, we send it out to everyone at the end of it, but you can also find it on the on-demand webinar section of our website. So yeah, it will be with slides as well.
Excellent, thank you. And Liz, I think this will be one for you. So what is the difference between MailChimp and .digital? That old age question.
Yeah, we've actually got a really good resource for this, and .digital did a comparison between themselves and MailChimp. So yeah, James can post that. Actually, it's a PDF, isn't it, James? So that will go with the resources at the end. And you can have a look and you can compare. I would say that the main difference, though, with using .digital and coming through ourselves is the support, because you do have personalized support with us. But I just think with MailChimp, I just get the feeling it's just a chat box, although they do have good resources as well. So like Joel said, the support is quite organic. We work in charities. We're working here for a long time. Some of us more than others. And we know the charity sector and obviously the charity needs as well. So yes.
Excellent, thank you, Liz. And we do have a really brilliant testimonial from a previous MailChimp customer that did move across to .digital with us. We asked them for just a couple of lines about how their experience differed and if they were enjoying the platform. And I think we got 2 A4 pages of a comparison between MailChimp and .digital. So they certainly had a lot to say. So we can actually include that. That's from another charity. We can include that in the resources at the end. So everything will be emailed to you, the recording, the slides, and yeah, any kind of additional extra resource. Brilliant. I'm trying to look if we have any other questions. Now is the time to ask if anyone has any, but no pressure. Is there anything that anyone wants us to go over or explain anymore? Hopefully this has been really helpful to explain who Charity Digital are, how we can help, whether that is through the discounted and donated tech in the catalogue, or whether that's our content website and all of the brilliant articles that people like Laura write, which is really about educating the sector on all sorts of themes like fundraising, cybersecurity, AI. Can't believe we haven't had any AI questions actually, because that is just the topic on everyone's lips. But on the note of AI, we do have our Charity Digital workshops next week, which are in-person events, Thursday the 21st of March. We've got 4 streams that we are doing these workshops for. So fundraising, marketing, strategy and leadership, and AI. And yeah, they're in person and it will be covering those themes and how to make your charity thrive in 2024. So do check that page out that James just posted if you're interested and if you fit the eligibility to attend the event. And let me just double check that I haven't missed anyone. And
are there any specific challenges that your charities have at the moment that, whilst we're on the call, we could try and assist with? No? Perfect.
Excellent. We must have been really helpful because we don't usually finish in 30 minutes. So I'm going to take the silence as a good thing. But yeah, there's our email addresses, Charity Digital mail support for Liz if you would like further information about the email marketing platform, customer service for everything else. We do have live chat. They are real humans. They're not robots. I know because they're my team. And yeah, they're super helpful. And they're there 9 to 5 every single Monday to Friday, not on the weekends. We let them have the weekends off. And and you can also phone or email us. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Hopefully we've explained a little bit more about what we do and looking forward to talking to some of you soon.